We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars, with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. So, without further ado, let's get started. Thank you for joining us here today. Once practice is over, qualifying will be underway, and then the fight for pole begins. By the end of the day, we'll know who's leading at the front, who's packing out the midfield, and who's bringing up the rear. All 20 drivers competing will be pushing their cars to the limit, pushing themselves to the limit too. But if they can push beyond those limits, well, the very best find themselves mounting a challenge for the championship. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
We saw a reasonably good qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they certainly have a good chance to capitalize during the race. Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
Well, we're 52 laps away then from crowning the winner of the British Grand Prix. But one thing is for certain, it's going to be sensational. It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere, as ever, is electric. And here's Ferrari. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? There's the other Ferrari. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. And we're just moments away now. Anticipation is high, and the drivers are ready for this. The British Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go.
So we need to push.
Red Bull moved up. Someone spun out. Let's see what happened there. Now just focus on the Haas. And this, yes, this is where they spun out. We can take a look now. Okay, here's the Ferrari. What a spin! Sounds like a spin. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. They spun the car. What a disaster. Oh, there's a spin. Let's have a look. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. And there it is. That's where they spin out. And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame. Oh, we've had a spin. Let's take a look at the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. What a spin out. We've just had a car run wide. Here's the replay. We're just watching the Red Bull. They're forced wide, and there we can see them slide off.
Slow down. And box now, box. And slow down now. Head down. And push.
wants a race position. Let's see what happened there. Okay, here's the Ferrari. Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy. That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
You're doing a good job.
Let's have a look. Okay, here's the Ferrari. And they get past, which moves them up a position. The driver's team there cheering them on.
And box.
Like there's been a lockup. Let's take a closer look. Now just focus on the Haas. And yes, that's the lockup. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Box now, box.
think there's been a lock-up. We can take a look now. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin. And there's the lock-up. It almost got away from them entirely. The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
This is the last lap.
In the end, Ferrari's driver didn't do too badly. Ferrari must have some mixed feelings after this. They didn't do too badly, but they can definitely do better.
They've displayed some moments of quality here. All they need now is some fine-tuning to achieve great things.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.